The old hospital was torn down a few years ago, and the city has been working to redevelop the area ever since. After considering a few different plans, the city passed a number of bylaws approving the final decision to create additional housing and recreation space. Trevor Fike, manager of engineering for the city, expands on the design.
The plan that Sunrose has put forward does put a single-family residential adjacent to the single-family residential that is there now. The architectural styles that they're suggesting are very compatible and will look good with what's along 4th right now. And then they'll have some multifamily that is a little bit buffered by the residential and some green space.
The plan is to start with single-family housing and then move on to construct other parts of the project. Phase 1 will include 19 condo units. Phase 2 and 3 will be subdivided and zoned for higher density multifamily units. Planning for the new residential development is well underway.
They're pretty much at the end of their detailed design stage for the hospital site as far as their underground utilities, their road system, and overall layout. They've just recently advised that they've selected a contractor or near selecting a contractor for doing their deep underground install.
And although it may seem like this project has been ongoing for quite some time, Fike explains a few of the road bumps they've come across which have slowed the process.
A lot of the time that went by had to do with the actual demolition of the site and transferring the site from the health authority over to the city. It wasn't until then that we were actually in a position where we could proceed with doing an actual RFP to I guess, seek developers who could develop the site. So that process more or less happened about a year ago. By the time we had things finalized, we were into winter, so there was no way they would have been able to dig.
The services for the new houses should be a straightforward part of the project because they will tie into existing city services on 4th Avenue. The developer hopes to start construction on at least a few houses by the end of this year. For Southwest TV News, I'm Kara Rapke.